Hello students, let's see the next part of the C programming, that is the structures. Now we will see in detail what exactly the structure is. The structure is a collection of one or more variables, possibly of different data types, grouped together. Okay, this is what important point. Different types grouped together under a single name for convenient handling. Okay, means it is like a rice plate where you can observe the different flavors on a single plate. Structures help to organize complicated data, particularly in large programs, because they permit a group of related variables to be treated as a unit instead of as a separate entity. Okay, that's why structure has to use. For example, an employee is described by a set of attributes. If employee is an entity, what will be the different attributes related to him? So it will be name, address of an employee, social security number, it may be the contact number, salary, etc. Now let's see how to declare a structure and define a variable for the structure. So this is how we can say we can declare a structure. While declaring the structure, struct keyword has to be used. So this is what one of the example where the emp data, this is nothing but the tag name which we are using. So tag name is to identify what could be the probable members of the structure and what exactly the program roughly doing. That is what tag name has to include it. Next is nothing but the members of the structure. All these are nothing but the members of the structure. If I want to write the structure, let's say for the employee, I need employee ID, which will be with the data type, that is obviously integer, because we cannot go the data type as a float over here, since the employee ID will be obviously in a integer format itself. Similarly, name of an employee, let's say maximum 10 characters we can include for it, that is single dimensional character array, it is char name of 10. Similarly, post of an employee, whether he is let's say manager, assistant manager, deputy manager, or something else. So that post, for that post actually we are storing it with the 10 characters. Next is the salary. So it will be obviously with the float data type. This is how the structure is declared, and for the structure we are defining here the variable. So that's what this particular line is, struct emp data. So the structure and its tag name along with that variable name. So this is what the variable which will be able to access members of the structure, all these total 4 members. Now let's see the next part, declaring a structure variable. That is what earlier we have seen. So either we can declare it in this particular sense or directly declare it here. So both are acceptable. So in this example it is quite specified how to declare a structure variable. Unless you declare a variables for the structure, it will be of no use, or simply the memory will not be allocated with respect to the elements. So for memory allocation we can say for this first it is int, so that's why the 2 bytes will be there. For this char with the total 10 means 2 plus 10. Okay, since it is character, so that's why 10. Next is char job, again it is single dimensional character array, so again 10 bytes will be required to store this third variable, or sorry, third member rather. Next is nothing but the salary, it is float, so that's why 4 bytes will be required for this. So in total for this 20 plus 2, 22 plus 4, that is 26. So 26 bytes will be required to store this particular structure. Now only one variable is there, so that's why obviously 26 bytes will be required to store this, and all these members will be stored in a sequential manner. If someone writes here emp rec of 2 means array of structure, then we just need to multiply this 26 by 2. So this is how actually the structure variable declaration is done. Okay, this is what the summary of earlier statement. Declaring a structure only defines a template or a blueprint for a data type, it does not therefore result in the allocation of memory. So that's why the variable has to be declared. Memory is allocated only when a variable of a structure type is declared in the program. Till a variable of a structure type is created, a structure declaration is only identified as a type and no memory is allocated. So that's all about the declaration of the variable. Let's see the accessing elements of a structure. Once a structure variable has been declared, the individual members of the structure can be accessed by prefixing the structure variable to the element of the structure. So here, this is what the example earlier we have seen. Now let's say we have declared the variable over here with the help of this statement struct emp data emp rec. So this is what the structure variable emp rec. So with this variable, if I want to access, let's say, any member of this structure, if I want to access, let's say, emp number, then it has to be with this statement emp rec dot. This dot operator is useful over here. So no other operator can be used to access this members of the structure other than the dot, at least for the normal variable. If it is the pointer variable, the operator will be changed, it will be the arrow operator. Right now we need not have to worry for this arrow operator because we are considering simple variable. So if I want to, let's say, access this third member of the structure, that is job, then it will be changed like emp rec dot job. So this is how the accessing elements of the structure can be done with the help of the dot operator. So thank you everyone. Thank you very much.